Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I've done a check-in and talk about Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2. December 16th, I uploaded this video talking about how Activision and Infinity Ward were pretty much killing Warzone 2. And what is mind-blowing is since that video, there has been basically zero changes to Warzone 2. Other than some slight tinkering with the loadouts and the change in price of primary weapons in the buy station, they pretty much have left this game exactly the same now for 3 seasons. And that means an extremely fast TTK throughout the time of Warzone 2. A lot of broken mechanics that have been left unpatched. A ridiculously boring weapon meta that has been the RPK, Fennec, and the dual pistols basically for the entire time, and it really has limited the outplayability and skill gap in this game, and a lot of people have been talking about that and wanting changes. And the reason why I thought I'd do this commentary today is the Season 2 update was just announced today, and after a long wait, we are getting Resurgence back, which is really exciting. I do not understand how the decision could have been made in that boardroom to be like, yep, let's get rid of one of the most popular modes on YouTube, one of the most popular modes on Twitch, one of the most popular modes with our fan base in Rebirth Island and Resurgence. And I think it goes to show that they just have no clue what they're doing in that regard, because it was rumored for a long time that Ashika Island and Rebirth was not going to come back until the middle of the year, and obviously it's been rushed up, and that's why I think the delay has happened for Season 2. They wanted to really push and get this done, and that doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence, honestly, because who knows the state this is going to be in. I have absolutely zero trust in Infinity Ward and Activision at the moment in terms of bugs, in terms of game balance, in terms of stability with the game, because it's just been an absolute mess for so long. And what made Rebirth really popular back in the day, now it feels like forever ago, is the fast-paced action, the ability to just be in fights, to be fighting the whole time, to always have that feeling that you can win and regain. And from the patch notes and the blog today, yeah, I'm really worried, to be honest, because they've already stated that the map is 30% bigger than any other map that has been used for Resurgence, so that means that it's going to be 30% bigger than Fortune's Keep. And I think Fortune's Keep, while it was an amazing map and fun to play, it did lose that factor that made Resurgence and Alcatraz so good. It was just simple rotations, point A to point B. Every POI felt different, but every POI felt connected. Fortune's Keep had that really ugly underground area that made endgame circles really hard to judge. It was really annoying. People could disappear underneath, and you didn't really know if they were above or below. It made a lot of endgames really out of your hands in terms of rotations, and it seems like Ashika Island is going to be exactly the same. And I just don't think they know what made that mode so special and what kept players coming back. They also talked about a new system where a player that is eliminated will drop a dog tag, and once a player picks that dog tag up, you get a UAV pulse, which is really cool. It says you also get some money or maybe a reward back, but it reads like this is going to replace the UAV ping on kills, which made Rebirth and Resurgence just so fast-paced. You were able to get a kill, get a knock, whatever it was, and then instantly know where the teammates were, informing either rotations of where to push back or where to push to, or to finish off a team and make a really aggressive play. If that's gone, I don't think Resurgence is going to play anywhere near as good, especially with how campy Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 is. You will have noticed this by now. 99% of lobbies you are going to find at least 5 or 6 players that are just sitting in a building, that are either in a corner, they're in a bush, they're posted up, and they just stay there. The amount of times where I've pulled in a UAV and I've seen, okay, there's a player in this house, there's a player in this area, wherever it might be, and then you come back to that area ages later. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 minutes later. They're still there. They haven't moved. And if that's the way that Ashika Island plays, where it's bunkered down, it's hide in windows and in buildings and things like that, which it does look like it's very building heavy. It looks like it's very complicated and complex. They talked about how most POIs have lots of buildings with lots of detailed and intricate areas, which is fine. However, not in this game, because the time to kill is so punishing if you make a mistake. And not even if you make a mistake. If someone has the upper hand on you by seeing you first for a split second, you're done. Because you cannot slide out of the way, you cannot run away and plate, you cannot make that counter-attack move that Warzone 1 was so good at. And I feel like that's the most frustrating thing, that we've been playing this game now for 3 months, and they are hearing the feedback. Because the player base on Steam, which I know is only one factor and one user base, but it is dropping daily, substantially. The viewership on Twitch and on YouTube, it is dropping substantially. And it's really interesting looking at guys like TC Tech and Bear Pig Central and even Knight, who were huge on Twitch and huge on YouTube. Their views have dropped ridiculously, and it's the same for everyone. It's even looking at the big streamers and players like Tfue and really interesting players. They're just not even bothering with the game anymore. You see just the frustration with them, and that's really annoying, because this game, it has so many fantastic features. The gunplay, it does feel really good. All the weapons are really interesting. The problem is that you can't use any of them because there are a few that are just so good. And I don't really know why we have gone from constant weapon balancing, constant tinkering around, making sure the meta is fair and interesting and balanced, to just, nah, this is just how it is. You can use this gun. This is the gun. The RPK is the only option at range. There's other good guns. They do feel quite good, but if you don't use the RPK, you are going to get gunned by a decent player. And it also allows those bots and those players that play there 2 hours a week, 2 hours a fortnight, whatever it may be, to get a kill. And that, I think, is a good thing, but I thought that's what skill-based matchmaking was for. Every single player is now running this. It is really rare that you kill someone and that they don't have one of those 2 weapons or 3 weapons with the pistols. And I'm not really sure why we haven't had a change. It will be really interesting if they just leave things the same to start the season. Then I just don't know where this is going to go. As for multiplayer, that is just a whole nother conversation. I cannot believe the state that multiplayer is in, where all the maps that are being added back to the game have already been seen before. There is no new content there. They're claiming there's new content, just like they're claiming the 1v1 Gulag is new content. Everyone wanted that from the start. It's not new content. We've had it before in previous games. It's going to be really interesting to see where this game goes in the future. I am really dubious about if they can pull off this Season 2 update and make everybody happy. I just don't think it's possible. If the game comes out and it's a buggy mess, the season comes out, it's a buggy mess, I think they are in serious trouble and people are going to move towards something else, especially with how good Apex Season 16 is looking. I think that's a really smart play on their behalf, that they're launching it the day before and they're making big changes. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Let me know if you've been enjoying Warzone 2. I definitely have been having some fun with this game. I just feel like it's a frustrating experience more so than a fun one, and that I really hope is captured when Rebirth comes back. I'm just looking forward to having short, quick, fast-paced games with a lot of fun. Thanks again for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe.